The topic is place value, names for numbers, and reading tables. The objectives for this topic are find the place value of a digit in a whole number, write a whole number in words and in standard form, write a whole number in expanded form, and read tables. We can't talk about place value without talking first about digits. Digits are the single digit numerals 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we use those digits to write numbers. The whole numbers start with 0 and go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so on and so forth. I went up that high to differentiate the whole numbers from digits. Digits are just one single digit. Whole numbers can be multiple digits. We go up into 10, 11, go up into 100, 101, go up into 1,000, 1,001. And as we get more and more digits, we keep track of them uh, in terms of their place value. So this here is the place value chart from right to left. It starts with ones and then keeps expanding to add another digit. The tens place value, the hundreds place value. And you can see it's broken up into three place values, and then it's given a different color for the next three place values. The next three ones are thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, repeating that base place value, tens, hundreds motif. The next three are millions, 10 millions, 100 millions, and then billions, 10 billions, 100 billions. This continues with trillions, quadrillions. Fun fact, zillions is not a number. There is no such thing as a zillion. But let's go ahead and find the place value of the digit 4 in each of these whole numbers. So we go from right to left, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. In A, the 4 is in the 10,000s place value. From right to left, in B, ones, tens. The 4 is in the tens place value with B. C, from right to left, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. The 4 is in the millions place value in C. So I pointed out these groups of three place values. Each group of three digits is called a period. The period is named after the thing that's not tens or hundreds. So the ones period, the thousands period, the millions period, the billions period. And in order to write or say a whole number in words, we would write or say the number in each period from left to right, followed by the name of the period. The ones period is usually not written, just like it's not said. We don't say 434 ones. We just say 434. The reason I did the second part of this slide first is because this number that it says is written in standard form, I want to be able to say it. So what are our periods? We have the ones period, the thousands period, the millions period, the billions period. So this is 1 billion, and then 83 million, and then 664,000, and then 500. just 500, not 500 ones. So 1,083,664,500. That's written in standard form. Let's take each of these standard form numbers in A, B, and C and write them in words. In other words, we're also going to practice saying them. A is the number 36. Notice that when we write something like 36 or 87 or 84, there's going to be a hyphen, a dash between the tens word and the ones word. So 30-6, and we're going to have 80-7 and 80-4 in B and C. We only put the dashes there, though. In each period, just between the tens and the ones. So B, we would have 487. We don't put any dashes anywhere but the 87. In C, we're not just one period now, we're two periods. We have the thousands period. 32,984. In general, when we see a comma, we say a period. 32,984. The 32 and the 84 are in position to take hyphens. 30-2,000, comma where comma is. 984, 80-4. So when we write it, we want to make sure that we write it in that convention. When we say it, we don't need to say the dashes, but we do need to say the periods. 32,984. Now you might shorthand say that, and you might catch me doing this in this course as well, saying 32,984. That's a way to get your point across, but it is not the proper way to say the number. So again, to write a whole number in standard form, sorry, to say a number in standard form, we say the period when we see the comma. So the reverse of that, when we write a number in standard form from spoken form or written form, we want to write the number of each period followed by a comma. So what does that mean? Well, in A, we just have 72. That's one period, so that's the number 72. Nothing interesting about that. In B, we have 906. This is 906, not 960 or 96. 900 tells us the number of hundreds. 6 tells us the number of ones. There are no tens. That's why it wasn't 56 or 36 or 16 even. So a little bit more interesting in B. Now C is the one that's going to explain the definition. 8,000 is its own period because it's separated by a comma. 8,000, we would write the number 8 and then the comma to represent 1,000. And then 654 is 654. So we have 8, comma 654. 8,654. So we can go both directions, words to numerals, numerals to words. Let's talk a little bit about expanded form. The expanded form of a number shows each digit of the number with its place value. So here we have the number 5,672. Notice how I said that. 5,672. Well, those are the components of the numbers in expanded form. 5,672. And we're adding them together. And that just leaves us with the 5, the 6, the 7, and the 2. So expanded form shows the digit 5 as 5,000 to represent the place value. And then plus the digit 6 is written 600 to represent the place value of hundreds. The digit 7 is written as 70 to represent the place value of 7 tens. And the digit 2 is just written 2 because it's 2 ones, just 2. So how would we write 804,557 in expanded form? Well, when I said it, I said 800,000. Well, I said 800. I said 804. So that say it, write it, that doesn't work for all numbers. But looking at the place value does. 8 is in the hundred thousands, so this is 800,000. 0 we don't have to represent. 4 is in the thousands spot, so 4,000. 5 is in the hundred spot, so 500. 5 is in the tens spot, so 5 tens is 50. 7 is in the ones spot, 7 ones is 7. Another way of thinking of it is the 8 written with all zeros, and then the 4 written with all zeros, and then the 5 written with all zeros, the 5 written with all zeros, and then the 7. On to something completely different, reading tables. Tables are often used to organize and display facts that involve numbers. So here's a table. It shows a bunch of countries. It shows gold, silver, bronze, and then some numbers. So these are numbers of medals that certain countries won. The question specifies that they won them during the 2012 Summer Olympic Games. There's also a total column. So this question asks, how many bronze medals did Great Britain win during the 2012 Summer Olympic Games? So the way we read a table is we go down the country column and we find Great Britain. That's right here. And then across the top, gold, silver, bronze, or total. Which one is it asking for? Well, it's asking for how many bronze medals. So we have the bronze column and the Great Britain row. Rows are written left to right, columns are written up and down. And where those two columns intersect, just like if we wanted D3 in Battleship, Great Britain bronze gives us this cell here with 19. So Great Britain won 19 medals during the 2012 Summer Olympic Games. And we can go in reverse order too. What country won 11 gold medals? Well, the gold column, if we find 11, we can go to the country row and see that it would be Germany. So we can go in both directions reading a table. And that's the end of this topic.